So now let's add a field and create a link that way. I'll close out of Internet Explorer, come back to Expression Web, and I need to edit columns again. Now I want to create a new column in this table that's going to have a hyperlink. And the most effective way to do that is to scroll down and choose the hyperlink field option and add that. Now when I add this hyperlink field in Edit Columns, Expression Web is going to automatically add a column here to the table. And if I want to control where that appears, I can move it up and down the list using the arrow keys. So I want to keep this one at the very end, and it automatically appeared at the end. So that's fine in this case. But what I do need to change is over here on the right, with that hyperlink field selected, I want to first add some header text. Because at the top of the column, I want there to be some text displayed that says what's in the column. So let's call this Agent Contact. And now I'm going to add some text which will actually display in that column and be linked to each of the agents. So let's make that say Contact Agent, because now I want to give somebody an instruction. Click here to contact the agent. Of course, I could add any content I wanted here because this is just text, but I do want to keep it concise so it doesn't completely throw off my design. Now, there are a couple of other things I have to do here that are very important. So if I scroll down in the Data section, the first thing I want to change is the field labeled Data Navigate URL Fields. And in this field, I want Agent ID because I want this to link to an agent page based on the agent ID. Now, I won't have a pull down for that, so I have to know what that field is called. But just remember, this is the field in your database that corresponds to what you want to link to. Click on the small button that's an ellipses, and you want to type that in. Okay. And in the Data Navigate URL format field, I want to enter the string each underscore agent dot ASPX question mark which underscore agent equals curly bracket 0 curly bracket. That should look familiar to you because that's the same string we used when we wanted to create a link from our agents page to our individual agent pages. So now we're just linking directly to our individual agent pages. We use that same string. When you've got all of that in place, click OK. And let's save this again and preview. And now when I click on Contact Agent, I go to the Mr. Green page. And if I click on the back button, I could try the next agent, Mr. Rich Gold. Looks pretty good. And of course, I can now click on the Listings button because I've created my Listings page. And you'll see I've got a pretty good system going now for navigating around the site.